Hey guys, I want to address a mindset that I have that is not true. The last couple days I've been around some talented individuals, and I auditioned for some stuff, and I got my first taste of rejection. I've auditioned for these 6 projects, and I didn't get any of them. And I know that I'm in the business of rejection. And I told myself I don't care about landing a job as an actor. I told myself, which is true, I want to act, and I want to be doing the thing. I want to be saying the script and playing a character. And so I told myself, I don't care if I get it or not. However, I questioned already 6 projects and 6 auditions, and I questioned, can I do this? Am I pretty enough, or am I funny enough? And the thing is, when I'm not good at something, I take it pretty hard. But that's the idea that I want to, that is what I want to address, is if I want to be funny, I need to watch more stand-up comedy. I need to watch more funny movies. I need to watch more, I need to watch more comedy. I need to be around more funny people so that I can feel funny. If I want to get picked for a part, then I need to study more. I need to be a better actor. And I just started this journey, and it's going to take time and practice. Time and practice is what everybody does. I cannot compare myself to a well-seasoned actor and say, oh, that looks cool, I want to do that. I want to do that just the way that actor does that. And then show up and go, okay, I want to do that. And then when they're like, okay, you can't do that, I'm like, oh, I'll never be able to do it because I can't do it. Everybody that I know their name in show business, every physique on Instagram that I see, sucked at one point. And they put in time, and they practiced, and they were bad, and they practiced until they got okay, and then good, and then great. And that's what I need to do. And I cannot let these thoughts of, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, come in. Because it's hard to suck, but if I really love working out and acting, then I will love practicing every day. I will love working out every day. And it's not about the way I look physically right now when it comes to fitness, and it's not about landing a job right now as an actor. It's never going to be about that. It's going to be about what I do every single day. And the point of these videos is that I was a person who did nothing every single day, sat around on their phone, you know, hung out, did whatever I wanted, whatever I felt like, and it got to a point where I couldn't exist that way anymore, just consuming and just being on the sidelines, doing absolutely nothing. So now I'm saying, this is what I want to do these things. And I think that learning to do them every day, and learning to do them every day while I suck at them, and while I'm not good at them, or while I don't even feel like putting in the work, is gonna turn me into that person, and is gonna teach me that mastery and getting good at something, parts of it are just not fun sometimes. And that's where I'm at. I'm in the not glamorous, just beginning part of everything. And I know that if I stick with it, maybe one day you'll know my name, and maybe one day I will be an actor on the big screen accepting an award. Maybe. But that day will never, ever come. Guaranteed it will never come if I don't practice and study and audition every single day, no matter how many rejections I get, no matter what. I can't listen to those negative voices in my head. I'm on the right track. Just because I suck right now, just because I'm out of shape right now, does not mean that I will never be a great actress, or that I will never, lose this body fat that I want to lose. It's quite the opposite. Only way to be great and lose the body fat is to do it every single day. To love working at it every single day. That's why I do these videos. To have a moment to remind myself and to ground myself and to do something I don't want to do, and to do it every single day. Now I'm starting to love this time that I get on the mat, this time that I get to count my ab reps. I mean, I'm really starting to love it.
I want to go to the dealership and buy the best car. I want to move to the nicest neighborhood.
Hi.
Men only become good men through negativity. Women are actually the opposite. Men who have been through a lot of pain are very kind. When I see a man who's been through a lot of shit, it makes you kinder. You don't want it to be put on anyone.
Yeah. There's so many men who are in bad situations with women because the coward.
You ever feel like nothing good was ever gonna happen to you? I don't want to just survive. It says in these movie writing books that every character has an arc. You understand? Like everybody starts out somewhere, and they do something, or something gets done to them, changes their life. That's called their arc. Where's my arc?
I hear the clock ticking. That's what I hear. And the end is nigh, and time waits for no man. Life goes by, and it goes by quick. Don't waste those years. Don't waste them. Live them.
Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time? It's what we do with it that makes the difference. Don't waste your life.
And I don't blame them. But don't be mad when you're laying there in your bed and you're in the hospital and you're 70, 80, 90 years old and you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit. You may live a great life, man, but you're always gonna feel empty inside. I was honest. Look at yourself, man. Look at yourself. And it was that day I just got real with myself. And every day I came home, I called the accountability mirror. What am I gonna do today to change what I see in this mirror?
Get control. Stop scrolling, stop clicking, and start living.
And today, I'm no longer being a loser. Today, I'm going to change my path. I'm going to get on the path of success. I don't care how long that road is. I'm going to see it through no matter what. Because you know what? I've been living enough years in this hole. I don't want to be here anymore.
A simple truth in life is things are not going to go your way. Things are not going to work out the way you planned. Things are not going to be the way that you wanted them to be.
I would recommend you use the resources you have to create the life you want. And so if the cards that you have dealt right now are anger and fear and disappointment, then you can either wallow in those or you can turn something good out of it. And so, I mean, I love the saying, you can either let life beat the strength out of you or you can let it beat it into you. And so it's just a decision of whether these circumstances are going to serve me or I'm going to serve them. And so I think that whatever your raw materials are, a lot of people lament what cards they're dealt, but you don't have control over those cards. You only have control of how you play the hand. And so I think everyone just needs to move past that and, you know, stop the pissing contest on who had a sadder upbringing.
You cannot take any more time for granted. You don't know how much longer you're going to be here. You can do great things. It's all just a matter of, will you choose to blossom into the greatness that is within you?
Create a life that you can't wait to wake up to.
I saw that.
I live that life. I hate to sleep. I love every minute of my life.
What would you say the most consistent trait amongst successful people you can do? Consistency. Like, consistency doesn't guarantee that you're successful, but if you're not consistent, you can guarantee that you won't reach success. I won every single fucking time.
And now here's my last question. My very last question on the questions to ponder is, why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world. Let's go do it now.
It's like, how far could you take that if you stopped wasting time and if you stopped lying and if you oriented yourself to the highest possible good that you could conceive of and you committed to that? How much good could you do? Well, I would say, why don't you find out?
Because everybody believes that at some point in time, they're going to turn it on, or some point in time, they're going to catch momentum, or some point in time, they're going to become what it is they want to become just by circumstance, or by default, or by breathing the air. That's not what it takes, bro. People who think that get to the end of their life, and they're like, I wasted my life. Okay, that's what they end up thinking. And there's really nothing worse than that. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of your life and saying, damn, dude, I didn't even really try.
You don't have forever, right? So what is important to you? Because you only have 24 hours in a day. So what's important to you? Find out what that is and do more of that. And try to figure out, like, how to make enough money so that you're not starving, that you're doing well. Yeah. But don't just chase that. Chase what you're trying to do.
A person's strengths are often their biggest weaknesses. And so that also means that their weaknesses can be their strengths. So, me, I am weak, but I don't accept that. I don't accept that I am what I am and that is what I'm doomed to be. No, I don't accept that. I'm fighting. I'm always fighting, I'm struggling, and I'm scrapping, and I'm kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them. Some days I win. Some days I don't. But each and every day, I get back up and I move forward with my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. And I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those shortfalls and those flaws. As I strive to be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
Where is the wealthiest place in the world? Do you know? It's not China, it's not Dubai, it's the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, you will find inventions never invented, businesses never erected, songs never sung, books never written, ideas never nurtured, people never realized. Because they were scared to take a risk. Scared like you. But you want to know something else? You're not in a graveyard yet.
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second. Because those seconds, they turn into minutes. And minutes turn into hours, and hours turn into days, and days turn into years. And so, that second that just went by, that counted. And so did that second. And so did that one. And in those precious seconds, you were either building or you were decaying. You were either gaining ground or you were losing ground. In that second. And in every second. Every second counts. So, make every second count.
If somebody ever told you you only live once, they're a damn lie. You only die once. You live every day. Get up and get it.
Helen Keller was once asked, what on earth will be worse than being born blind? She said, it would be so much worse to be born with sight, but no vision. Why can't we have cures for every disease known to man? Why can't we have clean water, food, education for every person on this planet? Why can't we have peace on this planet? Why do we have to die to go to heaven? The earth is already in space. We can have heaven right here, right now. Just a shift in this. Why not?
It tests you. It tests you and see how much of this you can take before you say, let's just be finished with this. You know what I mean? It wants to show you something. It wants to see how much you can take, how much you can handle of life. You say you love life, you want to live life. I'm going to show you life. Life is beautiful, but you have to accept the good and the bad as being beautiful. We lose some of our life sucks. Life is beautiful because life gave us the ability to just know them on our journey in life. We met them. We loved them. We cared about them. They cared about us. That's the purpose of life, just to enjoy what we had, what we journeyed through it.
People don't care about you as much as you think they do. Massive amounts of people leave greatness inside of them out of fear of what others will think. You know, and I did that for a very long time. It took me a while to get to the point where I would put myself out there, all out of fear of what people think.
When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked into it. That's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
This is why thinking is so vital. This is why a goal is so important. Because we will become that. This is why people who set goals achieve them. The trouble with men is not in achieving their goals. They do that. It's in establishing them. Well, that's about it. I think it's good to remember that if we just go along with the crowd, we won't wind up with much more than the wish that we can do it all over again, and as far as we know, you can't. If we want to amount to anything as individuals, we need individual goals, individual thinking, individual actions, and we must never conform to the big group. We must love them, we must help them, we must serve them, because our whole success will depend on our ability to do these things.
Because sometimes we don't understand, like, what is this thing? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why do I have to go through this pain? Why do I have to go through this fear all the time? Why can't it just be peaceful all the time? Then it wouldn't be life. You know, it wouldn't be life. We have to take life at its term, life on life terms, not life on our terms.
Chances. It's important that I stand up here tonight and represent those that are looking for second chances. You can be this guy. You can change. You can turn it around. I promise you can, baby. I once heard a man say that you don't change until the pain to remain the same is greater than the pain it takes to change, and that's what it takes. I love you, Texas. Don't underestimate the hole your absence would leave. You know, each of us, we're remarkable creatures, and we have something to offer to the world, to our people we love, to the world at large. It's our responsibility to make that manifest, and we move a little farther away from paradise every time that doesn't happen. Really.
Hey man, you know what, Sparsh? I just feel good today.
You always have to feel good. I mean, why waste your life in sadness when you can enjoy a life of happiness? I want to inspire the world. I can't just sit there and mourn at my fractures and my disability and be like, oh man, see those dudes? They're doing so good. I was never like that.
Come on, man.
See, the thing about life, we're gonna die, right? Eventually we're gonna die. But our legacy can live on. The impact can be non-perishable, forever. But it's gotta be built right.
We're gonna speak, we don't live forever. Our legacy does. We're gonna make sure that's solid.
Again, you only live once. But if you work it right, once is enough, my friends.
If your time comes when your time comes, you can't control that. At some point, everything's gonna go south on you. Everything's gonna go south, and you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I am. Now you can either accept that, or you can get to work. That's all it is. You just begin.
And your brain is the most powerful weapon. I talk about that in one of these chapters. Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. Once you put away your phones and your computers and all that nowadays, that's great. We're up to date. Your brain is the only thing you have when you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times, when you're going through death. Real life. You can't Google that man. You're alone. You're alone. You may have a shrink you're going to, you may have a best friend you're going to, but there's 24 hours in a day where you're alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kinds of ways. And it wants to control you and pull you in these different pockets. If you can't control your own brain, and your brain controls you, you're f***ed. You gotta tell your brain where you wanna go and how you wanna go and how you wanna get there. You gotta control it. If not, it's over.
It makes me think about when it says, don't be pushed by your problems, be led by your dreams.
You're not going to score on every shot.
Right.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't take the shots. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try to hit the goal. But part of being able to continue to take shots is to have the strength of character to tolerate the fact that in that instance you weren't on top.
I know why you hate me. You hate me because you're probably in the bed right now. You're probably an underachiever. You're probably somebody who doesn't want to do anything with your life. So I make you question everything about yourself. So I'm going to continue making you question yourself by coming out here and being even more successful.
You gotta start believing in your imagination. You want a better life, correct? Haven't you imagined a better life? Okay, who you think he showed it to? He showed it to you. Why you think he showed it to you? Because he want to give it to you. But if you don't work, if you don't ask him for it, he cannot give it to you because he created us with the power of choice. We make choices every day. If you decide that you will be poor, there's nothing I can do. You're going to be poor. If you decide to be rich today, who going to stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you got to do is start. Why not? Who going to stop you?
It feels like you have such a long way to go.
I know. But look how far we've come.
I just don't think I can do this. I'm never going to find a home.
You know, sometimes your mind plays tricks on you. It can tell you you're no good, that it's all hopeless. But I've discovered this. You are loved and important, and you bring to this world things that no one else can. So hold on.
I come from hell, and a lot of it I created. We can be our worst enemy.
Why is the truth so important?
Okay. So we're gonna just do what we do every day, no matter what it feels like. I'll see you tomorrow.